Hello, Reckoning7 here, and welcome back to Combat Mission Battle for Normandy. We rejoin 2nd Argyll and Southern Highlanders on their push for Tourmauville. In the last episode, we started to kind of move in on this farmhouse on the outskirts of Tourmauville, and essentially spent a lot of our time banging our heads against a sole German mortarman who continues to be a problem and seems to evade all our shells while putting reasonably accurate bombs on our own troops, and indeed there is one incoming which is going to hurt as soon as we get to the next minute. However, on a better side, we have currently got all the Germans in this farm suppressed. There's an MG team in here, an MG team in here, and some riflemen and officer with an MP40 in this building. And we've got a brain car up to support that attack, so we're going to concentrate on pushing out here in the next couple of minutes. We're also aware of an infantry gun here, and we've called in a mortar barrage which should be following, I think, the next 3 minutes or so. Should hopefully come and clear out that. And finally, we've found the location of a second MG bunker, which we're going to have to try and clear out at some point for the mission objective. So in terms of the immediate minute, we've got this section are going to push up just to the outside of this house to try and clear out the machine gun guy that's in here. So we've only spotted one man so far, and he's currently suppressed. So hoping that as we push in, we can take him out without much ado, and then we can concentrate on clearing out the other two teams. And that's probably about it for now, so let's just jump into the next minute. We'll see what damage is caused by this, and see if there's somewhere we can't clear out that pesky mortarman, who has been doing untold amounts of damage on us. Oh, there he goes, and another casualty. This is highly frustrating. Another one of our rounds off target. I don't know why our guys are being fairly ineffectual. Right, so let's see if these guys make a spot in the building. Oh, that was better. That's just smoke, but at least should keep them cleared. Hang on. Let's throw in a quick pause. So we've just caught sight of this guy running away, who is from a knocked out MG team. So, oh, he's from this guy. Okay, so we did spot him in the last episode, kind of running around here. So he's finally made his way over that way. All right, not a problem. Meanwhile, these guys have spotted the MG man, and I'm hoping it's going to be a quick finish. I believe he's on his own. Oh, he surrendered. Excellent. That's really good. That's a really good start. Okay. Good smoke rounds finding the target now. So at least provides a bit of cover. And then ooh. Did you guys get the casualty from that? You did. So I was conscious around starting to engage some contacts on the edge of town. I had hoped we'd be well enough hidden behind this building. I guess that's not the case. So it looks to be potentially just in here where we've got that fire from. It's a surprisingly narrow angle they've managed to, well, I'd argue that that's not an angle they should manage to make, but okay. So we'll have to clear it from here sooner rather than later. It's well timed actually, a mortar barrage coming in. I need some more of it to land in this hedge line, or else we're not really going to take out the gun. I'm just going to suppress them for a bit. Okay, reasonable opening start. It's nice to know this guy's surrendered. We will push in and take him. Not seen any movement from these guys, which is good, but also we can always re-emerge at inopportune moments. So we are going to have to decide what we want to do with this team, and I think I might actually have to pull them back, so there's no way directly into the farmhouse without blowing another hole somewhere. Okay, let's jump into the command phase. Right, so what I think we're going to do is risky. I need to push some guys into this building to try and take out the team there, but I'm conscious there's a team here as well. As long as we keep them suppressed, it's not so much of a problem. We do have our other brain carrier. He's back here. So he'll be here not too long. So I really need to decide when to commit this section into kind of charging into this house. I'm conscious of time as well. Time is beginning to be a bit problematic. Alright, I'm going to put a quick cut in here while I make some decisions and then jump back in. Okay, I've decided it's time to make the push in on the farm. So, what I've done is brain carrier, he's going to move forward slightly. He's also got a target briefly order on the bottom of this house. So you can see he's going to fire for the first 30 seconds and then stop. I've also got this platoon also on a fire briefly for 30 seconds just to make sure those two guys stay suppressed. Meanwhile, I've got this Bren detachment and continue to fire in the lower story where we know there was some riflemen. I'm also putting a Bren detachment and the Piat team into the first and second story of this barn. As much as I dislike barns, I just want to open up another angle fire just to keep these guys suppressed while our section make the dash across the farm courtyard. I'm also pulling this team back just so they're not taking any more fire from the town, and they'll also have line of sight across the courtyard. So hopefully we can make sure no one's going to take pot shots at these guys. And I think that should be okay. And yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. This is a fairly lethal game, so it could go badly. And I hope the 30 seconds is enough that we don't run into our own friendly fire. Looks like it's going to be. As long as, yeah, they go around the back. Where are you? Oh, the door's on the other side. That's probably what caused us the problems last time, actually. Okay, so I've actually totally got away with one. You know, he says as someone gets shot. The mortar man's still on the go. Bane of my existence right now. I'm not seeing any sight of the guys in here. First troops are making their way across. I did give him a assault order, which may or may not have been sensible. Oh, right. Two things I want to check. Firstly, what have we spotted over here? German with a machine gun. It's always a German machine gun. Okay, who's spotted him? You guys have. That's a dangerous place for you. I'm going to want to get you guys out there as soon as possible. I haven't seen any sound of the guys that were in here, so they may have decided they had enough and run away, to be honest. I'll have to keep an eye out. Meanwhile, we've passed the 30 orders, so we've stopped. Please get into that building before they unsuppress themselves. Why have you stopped at the door? Oh, they're giving up. They've surrendered. Well, that would have been handy to know. Okay. Excellent. So this big, bold manoeuvre has been for naught. And all in fact we've done is managed to get one of our Piat team killed by that machine gun man. Frustrating. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it was very guys we were trying to suppress. That's the end of the minute. So we're going to get into this house without a problem. I don't know why you guys have stopped. Just at the door, but that's okay. And then we're going to have to push into these buildings. I very want you to come downstairs. Stop what you're doing. Okay. Meanwhile, just see any other spots or things. No. Okay, good. Let's jump to command phase. Let's clear your target. Let's bring you downstairs. In fact, I'm tempted. Yeah, let's... Oh no, because the door's on this side. Okay, go down to level 1. Then we're going to tell you guys to try and hide until we're happy we can get you out the front. Meanwhile, Brencar has done his job with these surrendered dudes. So next target is going to be that building. Make sure it's the ground floor you're targeting at. That's where we saw them last. Good. I'm actually going to split these guys into 2 squads. Am I? Because I want to send someone in there to make sure that guy doesn't fight us. But at the same time, if we pop into the ground story here, we're potentially going to pick a fight with someone. I want to make sure that those guys stay out of the action. Tricky one. We do have, yes, you, whose job is now going to be to keep coming up this way. Coming over here, and then we're going to start putting suppressive fire on that machine gun man. Good. And then we can start seeing what strength we've got left in this platoon to push on further into the town. And more importantly, ensure the path is clear for our B company pushing through. Which it's not, as long as this frustrating German man continues to drop bombs in this general direction. Right, are you... Yeah, I think you guys are engaging. No, we're not. I also quite like to get eyes to see if this gun is gone, because I suspect our mortar barrage was not enough in terms of taking that out. So we'll have to see what we can do about that. So... yeah. Push you guys into bottom. That's about all we can do for just now. Yeah, this whole platoon's getting a bit chewed up actually. I'm not sure how much strength we'll have yes to try and left to actually try and seize the town. Okay. You're still firing, that's good. You have stopped, that's also good. You are pushing in. And then we could probably get... well, we can get quite close to the town, the house through the woods, but that's not particularly helpful actually. Not until we can get close enough to actually send some guys in to deal with it. Okay, so I think you are probably going to be the team I send into the bottom of this boost. It's not going to be this minute, but the next one. Let's push on. This assault team. Okay, don't stand in front of this dangerous place you guys are running. Right. You're missing everything. Ugh. So I've not seen anyone here for a while, so they may be surrendered or they may have just given up and run away. They may be dead. I sometimes do miss that. Okay. You guys pop in. I'm worried about them getting a whole bunch of MG fire and take some casualties because they don't have a Bren gun, they've just got the rifles. Just got to worry about that arc of fire and that thing as well. So far, so good. Fire tiring. Okay. That was a reasonable minute. No casualties to write home about. And we did make some advance. Let's go straight into command phase. Decide what we're going to do. Okay. I'm going to again put a wee cut, just have a wee think about what my next moves are for how I want to try and push in on this town. And then we'll all come back. Okay, so mid-stage, I'm not going to try and push into this building this turn. I don't think there's anyone really close enough. I will bring these guys to middle with a view that they will push in eventually, but I'm just taking that last order off just in case the timings don't work out. I'm going to leave what's left of this first section in that building for now. And I'm also going to bring down my HQ team, pop them into this building just to make sure that German doesn't get any funny ideas. Meanwhile, I've issued some more commands to start bringing in elements of 13th platoon. Start bringing them in this side with a view to eventually kind of pushing in to town. I think what I'd like to do is probably blow a hole in this hedge and push into these buildings just to give me a foothold on outskirts while suppressing the MG positions I can see with my brain carriers. I do obviously know there's an armoured car kicking about here somewhere. It would be good to get some eyes on that eventually. Yeah, so let's push into the next minute. I'm not expecting huge amounts to happen here. Although I would also like to try and get some eyes on this to see what the final state was of that artillery piece. Oh! Maybe we have finally rid ourselves of this menace after a... Yes, we have. Oh my god, that's relieving. That is a lot of relief. Can't even speak on that guy. That guy. I don't even know how many shells this guy have used. Maybe not as much as I thought. Man, that was frustrating. Okay, that's a huge relief to have him out, because I was worried when I start trying to push B Company through these fields. If I can't keep him out the game, then obviously they're significantly at risk. Okay, so we've got some more spots. Let's throw in a pause. So who have we got? I think it's probably 2 machine gun men. Yeah, one there. And this guy we knew about, that's fine. So who has got eyes on him? Okay, so it's you guys in there. Please don't pick a fight. You do not have the you don't have the gunpowder to win that one. Firepower, that's the word I'm looking for. Good, you didn't. So again, no absolutely no sight or sound of the dudes in here, which is a good sign. So I think wherever these guys get to, we will push in next turn. No, don't pick a fight with an MG40. You guys are going to lose. And please don't walk in front of that. I'll take a casualty over here. One rifleman. Yeah, I might have to pull those guys out of there if they're just going to keep taking MG fire. Right, let's jump into command phase. So, let's get rid of your target order. Clear target. Get you guys just to push straight in. That's not where I want you to go. Come on, register the building. Floor 1, please. Yeah, I might need to push these guys out. Pull these guys out, back out until we get some suppressive fire on these 2 positions. I wonder if my carrier can get a line of fire on that window. Well, let's have a look. I think the wall's probably going to be in the way. Yeah. Yep, that's fair enough. So I actually might need to just pull these guys back out. Just to here for now. I don't really want to do, but they're just going to get chewed up for leaving there, so I'm going to have to. I'll hold him in position. Once we've got a team in here, I'll move him, and we're happy there's no one lurking that is going to pop him with a Panzerfaust grenade or anything else like that. And I can move him up into this position and start putting pressure on that guy. Meanwhile, what else do we want to start bringing forward? I think we're just going to keep... Yeah, I want to start pushing these teams through this forest so we can take this building sooner rather than later. And we can probably move this brown detachment out. Okay. Let's do that. I'll go do these movement orders. Like I said, I'm just going to bring essentially everyone bar these 2 scouts are going to come in through the gap and start pushing up towards this forest. And that's how we'll look to we'll push in that way. And then once we've done that, we'll come back and we'll check out the next minute. Alright, and we're back and ready to kick off into the next minute. So again, no real change, just checking the movement orders alright. Going to bring the rest of that platoon up through these woods with an idea of kind of coming into these buildings, relatively sheltered. Hang on. Let's go in and watch this in a little bit more detail, see how the assault goes. Someone was alive. Of course, it's a chat with MP40. Always is. Come on. Let's just go on. Oh. Ooh, that looks like it could be nasty. We're lucky we just took 1 casualty there. Right, can one of you guys turn around and shoot this guy, please? Maybe? Come on, officer, we're staying on. Are you serious? You bugging out? Oh, come off it. He was right there. And you're just about to get yourself murdered. Oh, that was not good. I'm really disappointed by how those guys performed. Not gonna shoot the guy you can see? Apparently not. Where's other gunfire coming from? Okay. That was disappointing. It's very disappointing, actually. So we took one casualty, fair, you know, to a grenade. We got in the building and then decided, actually, we've had enough. Officer ran straight at the front door, got himself killed. And then we lost one more. Did we lose one more, I think, on the retreat? Very, very disappointing performance by the lads there. Okay. Fortunately, it's like a plan B is required. Well, everyone else continued to push up. Nothing else to report. Command phase it is. I am worried about how fragile my troops have seemed this mission. They're breaking really, really easily. So, well, let's do it this way then. What? No. Let's get as much firepower as we can on that house. Clear target. That's what I'm looking for. I mean, the fact that you didn't fire at all was pretty upsetting. I mean, you can even see the guy. You have someone in the gun position, yes? Yeah, he's there. Just didn't fancy it. We'll get you to also fire in at this chap. You need to move forward a scooch just so no one coming behind you is encouraged to accidentally walk in front of your machine gun. Okay, so they're all firing merrily on that position. And then you are going to have a different mission. Come around here and around here. And pop yourselves into level 1 there. I think they will still attack the guy in the building beside them. Hopefully we can put enough suppressive fire to get him to keep his head down again. Hey, you can see him as well. Why is no one just shooting this guy? Disappointing performance from my pixel tripping. Right, meanwhile we've got scouts heading up. All these guys moving round. Not sure there's a huge amount else for us to do at this moment in time. You guys are there. I just want to check your line of fire down to this corner. Which is good. Armor car appears again. Perfect. And then we've got an FO coming around as well. Actually, you could be useful in doing a little bit of scouting for us to find out about this gun position. Just bring yourself forward into here for now. Good stuff. Okay. Oh, one last thing I want to check, which we'll do on camera. I had been trying to get... Oh, I'm in command phase. I've been trying to get these guys to embark, and every time I keep forgetting to check the live action replay, and when I come back, they're just standing outside the truck. So I am slightly concerned that my fear was correct, and I am not going to be able to get the ammo from in here. All right, let's we'll start with the farmhouse. Yeah, I'm bringing these guys in. I don't think I'm going to be able to clear this in the time we've got, unfortunately, but we'll see how far we get. Yeah, I'm starting to bring the troops in because I'm going to have to start making a move of getting these guys to their exit point, knowing that there is a couple of riflemen kicking about. Let's see if we can't deal with this MP40 chap first. Right, lots of fire going out. He's still sitting there, doesn't care. Oh, and get your head down. I wonder if you guys are out of ammo or something. There's a lot of fire going onto this building. Finally he's suppressed. This is good. We need to keep him that way. You... I mean, you're carrying absolute loads of ammo. Oh, maybe your target order's slightly wrong. Okay, let's see what happens as our leader gets a bit closer. I have to get in and get his hands dirty for once. Hopefully you can show them how it's done. Right, so we go in here. First question, do we see who's next door? Or are we going to have to actually go through the building? Looks like we're actually going to have to move in next door. So be it. So be it. Right, before I forget, let's check what happens with our supply truck. So, let's jump back to start a minute. What does our Bren team actually do? They run around, they go up to it. It does actually get in it. And then immediately gets out again. So that took him about 15 seconds. So what I think I might have to do, I'll give him a pause order for 45 seconds and tell him to get in it. So hopefully they're in it in between command phases. And then we can see if they can acquire stuff. Alright, I'll have to do it. Right, command. So you boys are going to have to assault. Actually, just hunt's probably the best option for this. Into the next door. There is a conjoining door, so you are just going to come in here. Hopefully we'll stay suppressed. Just gonna have to clear your target orders, really. Could do a target briefly. 15 seconds. Nah, I don't think it's worth it. We're just gonna have to make sure everyone is not firing. You're clear, and you are now clear. That's cost me a few more minutes and a few more casualties than I was really looking to spend. Yeah, these guys are... You guys are disappointing. I'm going to get you to move up, because I would like you to eventually pop into this second story with in order not to shoot anyone and see what you can spy for me. Speaking of spies, scouts. I want you to push up as far as you can in this forest. Right, I'd quite like to see if I can get you up in here somewhere. Actually, I think you'd be too many trees. I think you'd be quite protected from the guy who's at the edge of that building. So, excuse me as I play around with the camera. Do make your way up here. Let's see what we can spot. Meanwhile, I've got a guy coming up the edge here. They have got to the edge and they cannot see anything. Let's get you to come right up to the edge. I'm worried you're going to get spotted there, but we'll see what we can do. Oh, I feel like I'm getting bogged down here. I'm not pushing forward fast enough. But I'm also worried that anytime you push forward with speed in this game, you tend to suffer quite badly for it. And these guys are making their way through. Maybe I should get a couple of them. I should get first elements and maybe go for a jog. Yeah, I'll do that. At least get one of the sections so we've got someone to put in first. So probably you and the engineers I'll need to get to move on the quick side, because you're going to be needed from the off as well. Alright, get yourselves into the wood. Okay. So, all going well, we'll take rid of him next turn, push forward with our Bren to suppress that guy, and then we can push our troops into that building on the edge of town. And from here, hopefully secure enough of a sight line, so we're not going to have any more problems moving our guys forward. But I'm not worried about the rogue elements we've seen along here. We do have plenty of firepower in B Company, it's just going to be a case of actually making use of it. Meanwhile, I don't know, I'm going to have to start shifting these guys back over. I'm not sure I've got time for them to really get to distribute the ammo in quite the way I would like them to. So let's give you a 45 second pause and tell you, get yourself in there and see if we can steal the ammo that way. Alright. Meanwhile, you are not doing too much for me now here. So I'll probably get you to turn yourself around and head out to pastures new. Alright. Let's try that again. Much better. Along this way and through the hole your buddy's created. To continue supporting there. Perfect. Okay, let's push on. Next minute. Heading towards the last 20. Just really nervous because you get to the point where artillery becomes less useful because you don't have the time to call in. Okay, moving in. What do we see? He's there. What happened? Hang on. Right, let's go back to the beginning. What happened? Right, we'll last for firepower. We've come through in a hunt. Here's a man with Webley. See the German. Runs away. Oh, we killed him dead. Good. And then you'll head back, presumably head through. Excellent. Okay, showing them how it's done. These guys have finally given up. Oh, taking some flak from that building. Okay, I have to hopefully not get not too casual there. And this guy has also given up. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So they are not going to unsurrender themselves, which is good. It's always a concern of mine. Let's go through it. That means I can now push forward these Brens. Yeah, put a lot of pressure on that guy. Okay, happy minute there. Anything else going to happen? Nope, looks pretty quiet. I'll take quiet for just now. Oh. Hello, Rifleman. Who's got eyes on you? Ah, our FO man does. So we know there's a couple of chaps making their way back there, so we'll just have to keep an eye on them. See where he goes to. Just looks like he's hanging out in the field. Maybe I should drop a couple of mortar rounds on him. Okay. That was a productive minute. As painful it has been to push out of this farm. Before anything else, excuse the spinning camera, let's see if a little trick over here worked. No. It did not. Okay. Right, I'm going to have to say and just give up on the ammo in here. It just doesn't seem to be sticking, and get these guys back over. And then we're also going to have to start pushing forward in more strength with B Company. Clear out those guys. And obviously not cop fire from this gun. And plan our advance into the town itself. But seeing as we are just about at video length, and we're kind of at the next jumping off point for the next phase, I'm going to stick a cut in here. And when we come back next time, it'll be for our kind of final assault into Tourmauville, or how much ever of Tourmauville we can reasonably take in the time left to us without taking heavy casualties. Because that was definitely more of a chew than I was expecting. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.